Now you are rethinking everything because now you're like, oh, maybe I don't need this. Maybe I don't need that. Like, maybe you don't. So don't pick that shit the fuck up. Be more conscious. Be more conscious, man. Like, and I know it's such an easy thing to say, but I think that if there is any time for us to tap into a level of consciousness that is now, I feel like now is that time, you know, for us to really just tap into now. It is, I don't know, it's a weird thing, but, you know, it's a thing to do nonetheless. So anyway, guess what I learned this week? I learned the difference between Corona and COVID. Right. Okay. So if you are anything like me, I was thinking to myself, what is Corona and why are you referring to it as Corona versus COVID? Like, is it seriously? Because I'm ignorant. I almost thought of it like HIV versus AIDS. Like, is one worse than the other? You know, and I mean that more so like there is levels to this shit. So since Google is a friend of mine, I was like, well, why don't I just look it up so I can understand what the difference is? So Corona is the actual name of the virus. COVID, which takes its first two letters from the word corona, the first two letters of the word virus, and the word disease, the first letter of the word disease. COVID, coronavirus disease. It's the same thing. It's just, it's interchangeable. So no, there's not levels to this shit, although obviously we are seeing that there is. But just in terms of that, I learned something new. So yeah, Corona and COVID-19, same thing. They're the same thing. It's just coronavirus disease, COVID. Right. Okay. You know what else I learned? That Neiman Marcus is filing for bankruptcy. Yes. Listen, this is a really crazy time, you know, and I think that, here's what is known. According to sources, debt-stricken Neiman Marcus Group is preparing to seek bankruptcy protection following forced closures of its luxury department stores in the U.S. after narrowly being spared from bankruptcy last year. Up until this week, Neiman had received multiple inquiries from creditors regarding its next move amid closings and current state of affairs. According to Reuters, last year, Neiman's reached a deal with creditors to rework debt in an effort to avoid bankruptcy. However, with the unforeseen outbreak of the coronavirus, the company had no choice but to close all Neiman, Bergdorf, and Last Call stores through the end of April, furloughing the majority of its 14,000 employees. As a result of closures, the company has found itself in a large bind as they are still expected to pay interest payments on these already existing loans to creditors, etc. So, yes, that is what we know for right now. Honestly, the world is going to be vastly different than the one that we know. Here's one of the things that I am perplexed by. I have been paying taxes in this fucking country at least since I have been 21 years old. All right. I don't even want to consider like the little frilly frou-frou jobs that I had through college or whatever I did before. I'm not even going to count those. Fuck those. It's whatever. I'll eat those. But since I graduated from college, I have been working with perhaps a lapse of, let's just fully on calculate. I will be generous and say 3 to 4 years tops. So let's say for the past, I don't know, 17 years, I have been paying taxes to this country, right? For times like this, for unforeseen times like this. And my taxes, in essence, was to pay towards things like this. You know, I almost consider it like what the fuck insurance to my country, right? Because I don't get health care. I don't get education. So I don't get shit, really. I don't get shit for living here. And as a matter of fact, not only do I not get any privilege for living here, I am oftentimes abused as a black woman just for being here. But that's a whole nother story. If you have any of the isms behind you, you know what I'm saying. So in my mind, I'm thinking $1,200? That's what you giving everybody? Niggas been paying taxes since the dawn of time, and that's all the fuck you got for us? Now, listen, I don't want to be ungrateful, you know, because all of my blessings come from God. So, whatever, okay? But you know, I feel a way about it. I feel a way. I do. I'm trying to change that energy. Pray for me. But I just feel like thousands and 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 thousands of dollars. That's all you got? You still got to buy. Okay. I said I wasn't going to like go in like this, but I'm just saying, you know? Okay. Slow news week, no? But, what, do you guys know who Yaya Mayweather is? Floyd Mayweather's daughter? Do y'all know her? Do you guys know her because of everything that's happening between her and whoever this NBA young boy is? Do you guys know these people? I feel like a lot of you niggas don't really know these people, which is fine. You don't really need to know too much about them, but here is what you need to know. Yaya Mayweather, she was arrested at 1:30 a.m. Saturday for felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Police sources told the site, The Shade Room, that the alleged victim, who was identified as LaPatra Lachey Jacobs, was a young boy at young boy's home in Houston when Yaya walked in. Yaya reportedly told the other woman that she was his fiance and that she needed to leave. Well, one thing led to another. Apparently, as alleged story would have it, Yaya was getting her ass beat. Now, this is just what they is saying. I don't know nothing about nothing. Y'all don't even know who these people are. So whatever, right? All right, cool. But allegedly, she was getting her ass beat. I'm just telling you for context. So she was getting her ass beat, right? And apparently, she decided to pick up a knife because she was getting her ass beat. Well, now LaPatra is in critical condition. An NBA young boy who did nothing to thwart said fight, who was the impetus for said fight, found it prudent that he defend himself, not in that situation, no, but from a sleight of words from the imprisoned Kodak Black. Yes, you heard me. I know this reads out like a saga to you guys, but just hang on to this bumpy ride, if you will, because the girls are fighting this week. All the girls are fighting this week. So apparently, Kodak Black took to, I don't know if it was Instagram or Twitter. I have no idea. But he took to some sort of social media to basically say that he found it funny that, NBA young boy got this young girl, Yaya Mayweather, fighting over him and doing all this stuff and spending her daddy's money on him. And, he's a bitch for that, basically. Like, he needs to leave that young girl alone. Whatever. So that then escalated to, So that then escalated to NBA Youngboy responding with Yaya sitting next to him looking like she was the black girl in a horror movie. And I only say that due to facial expression. I mean, she's a very adorable girl. I know this is all a lot for you. But I say all of this to say that, I asked a question yesterday. During a quarantine, how is one able to cheat? Especially if you live with your significant other. Where exactly are you saying that you're going? Because help me understand. How you share a house, she's your fiance, you're referring to her as your wife, whatever. You guys, she has access to your home because she walked in and saw you with another woman in there. Okay, cool. How are you able to cheat during this time? I mean, there has to be really, if you are cheating during this time, there has to be a recklessness there. Like you want to get caught. Like is it even cheating at that point? Because, what? What's happening? Like, you're supposed to be in your house. Okay, cool, right? All right. So you're supposed to be in your house, and you are supposed to be with your significant other, and you leave for a period of time to cheat. Now, listen. I'm just confessing. All right. I have not been being the most. I have been engaging in risky behavior with someone, and all I'm going to say is that, you know what? The devil really comes with tricks and trade, all puns intended, during times like this, right? And I don't mean times like this, but I mean like times when perhaps you are just on the verge of another level. And energetically, you have to be in a place to receive it. So energetically, if I could shift your focus to doing some stupid shit over here, I can just kind of prolong, your next level for you. I could prolong you getting there. And I guess the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I know I'm not alone in engaging in otherwise risky behavior. When I say risky, I mean talking to someone that you probably shouldn't be talking to, seeing someone that you probably should not be seeing, engaging with people that you probably should not be engaging with, but you're only doing it because it's a quarantine and you in your feelings. I'm telling you, we have to get out of that. We do, because I don't see any good coming from it. I don't. You know what else I don't see any good coming from? I don't see any more good coming from any more challenges. The Tootsie Slide, the Don't Rush, the whoever. Please, y'all, please. The 90s challenge, the sit-up challenge, the push-up challenge, the chill challenge, the shot challenge. I'm all challenged out. Like, you guys, please. I don't want to do it. Leave me alone. I don't want to do the challenge. I don't want to challenge, you guys. I don't want to challenge, Shout out to Leslie Jordan.